Yeah, just you know, good comeback there at the end. Just a tough loss because of the way it finished. We had a chance to tie it or win it late, and just couldn't put the bat on the ball. So game got away really early from us. Had to go to the bullpen again way too early. Didn't play good defense. Pitched behind in the count all day long. I think we walked him 6 times, hit him twice. It seemed like more, but they were just ahead in the count, 2-0, 3-1 a lot, and took some really good swings. And um, we didn't play good. It wasn't a good day for us.
Hutch.
Yeah, Dave, Lockhart threw only 51 pitches. Did you see something from him, or what went into the decision to pulling him when you did?
Pretty much what I just said. He was behind in the count the whole time. Pretty much every inning he struggled, runners all over the place, and just couldn't command stuff. And they were taking some really good swings.
And he'd been pretty consistent to the last, I think, couple outings or something. I mean, is there anything that he's doing that is causing him to fall behind, or what do you think's contributing to that?
He's not throwing it over the plate. I don't know what to tell you.
Nate.
Yeah, Dave, just both Wallace and Goodart hit so well this weekend. Do you feel their last at bat just trying to do too much, kind of chasing pitchers out of the zone?
Well, and first off, the pitcher they brought in is really good. And if you look back to him coming in last night, he actually, got Wallace to pretty much hit into a double play ball, and they made a mistake and we won the game. He was really good last night, and then they brought him in, bases loaded, left-handed hitter, and took care of he took care of Goodart in 3 pitches, fastball away, breaking ball in the dirt. And, give him credit. He made 3 great pitches as a hitter. Obviously you got to find a way to put the bat on the ball. Wallace had 2 pitches that he fouled off that he was right on, but he missed them. In his situation, he was going to have a solid hit. With Goodart, we just needed some contact to tie the game. And then, with Wallace, the pitch, he buried that breaking ball that he hadn't thrown him yet to get the strikeout to end the game. I don't think they were either of them were trying to do too much. I just think that they got beat by a good pitcher.
Also, I guess the inning where they scored 2 runs with 2 walks and a hit batsman, you feel that was about as critical as anything?
Yeah, there were 2 innings back to back. I think it was the 4th and the 5th. They had a runner at first and second, or maybe there was just a runner at first. I don't remember exactly the play. Had a hard ground ball to short. He fielded the ball. It was, one of their runners that doesn't run real well. There was no reason to rush it. Flipped the ball out of his glove, and he didn't. We should have turned a double play there. It should have been, just a routine double play once he had the ball on his glove. Those 2 runs should have been eliminated. Instead, those 2 runs ended up scoring. The next inning, I think we had a hit by pitch, a walk, and those 2 runs scored. So we felt like we just kept giving them runs, and we just kept playing from behind, obviously, and did a good job there in the 6th and 7th. Scored 6 runs, almost did it.
Thank you,
Bob.
Dave, I know it's a frustrating loss today when you leave the bases loaded, but halfway through the league, you guys are 11-4. I think most every coach in the SEC would take that record if you told them before the season you could be 11-4. Just how do you feel about where you guys are halfway through the schedule?
Well, 11-4 with what we've, where we played and who we played. I mean, it's a good record, obviously. I think pretty much every coach in the league would be, happy with 11-4. So starting the second half, the next 6 games are on the road, conference play. And, that's why, we always say when you got a chance to get a win, because you never know how it's going to go.
And then their closer, Joswick, or however you say it comes in bases loaded. I mean, you've already talked about him a little bit, but I guess how cool a customer is he to strike out 2 really good hitters in that situation?
He's really good, obviously. Give him credit. He made 2 great pitches to Goodhart on the outside corner. and then dropped about 80-mile-an-hour slider in the dirt, and he couldn't check his swing. And basically with Wallace, he threw the same type fastball, but he went in on him, and one of them was called strike, and then he fouled a couple of them off, and then he threw the 80-mile-an-hour slider in the dirt, and he couldn't stop his swing. So that was just a great effort by him.
And then if we're not getting you tomorrow, I was going to ask a couple things about Tuesday night's game, unless you're going to do something tomorrow,
Yeah.
which
I'm good.
yet, do you like playing on Tuesday after a tough Sunday loss?
Yeah, I'd rather play than not play. You know, get a chance to get out there and hopefully straighten a few things out. You know, hopefully we play well and hopefully we win a game. But yeah, I like to play on Tuesdays.
I think you guys beat Grambling the last time, like, I don't know, 17-3, but they've traditionally played y'all pretty tough. I know you got a different team, they got a different team for the most part, probably a couple years ago, but just what do you think about playing Grambling in general, what that series has been like?
Yeah, it's usually pretty competitive games. They have really good athletes, and you know, a lot of times it's like where are we in our pitching, where are they in their pitching. We used a lot of guys this weekend. We still have a few guys that you know, maybe we didn't put on the 30-man roster that should be available. Obviously, we play Thursday of next week, not Friday, so we have a short week as far as conference, and you know, so we have a decision to make on how we're going to handle that. Are we going to, you know, bring Wicklander back on 4 days rest because he pitched Saturday, he didn't pitch Friday. So, you know, but I think bottom line, we would like to play Tuesday if at all possible.
And then you guys hit up much more home runs today. You may be best still in the National League. I guess I'd have to check to see what Old Dominion and some of these other teams did. But I think you guys have 70 home runs now. Maybe it's more than that. Are you surprised that all the home runs you've hit, and also it's not just one or two guys, it's a lot of guys that have shown good power?
Well, you know, if you think back, or I don't remember if you guys, I think I was asked this question in the fall about power. And I think my comment was something along the lines, we had more home runs this fall than we did in 18 or 19, a couple years back. So we've shown the power. And as far as spreading it out, that's what we thought we would do. We would have guys up and down the lineup with anywhere from, you know, when the season ends, you know, we projected we'd have, you know, 3 or 4 guys with maybe 10 to 12 to 15. And it still may happen. And then a few other guys with maybe 6, 7, 8. And I think that's happening as well. So you never know, you know, sometimes it's about the weather, which way is the wind blowing. You hit a bunch in a week and you don't hit any for 2 weeks, but we've been pretty consistent on hitting the ball over people's head.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Dave.
Seth.
Dave, was Vermillion available this weekend?
No,
Can you elaborate anymore?
sore arm. He'll be ready next weekend.
Hutch, anything else?
Yeah, Dave, I mean, y'all have come back so much this year, even when y'all fell down by 6 there, I believe in the 6th inning. I mean, were you and the guys in the dugout pretty confident that y'all would get back in it?
I felt we were going to cut into the lead. I didn't know how close we were going to get to it. You know, when they hit that home run and gave them a 6-run lead, it was, you know, it's hard to swallow. One pitch away and getting out of that inning, and you know, you're down 3 with the wind blowing out. You think, hey, you got a shot. That hurt a little bit. The run they scored in the 7th was a tough too, because we just scored 3 runs, and you know, with 2 outs, they get a base hit to right and score another run, and it ended up being the winning run, or the run that we couldn't catch, so to speak. And but yeah, I mean, I think that we felt like that we're in the game, especially, you know, if we're playing it, you know, with weather where the wind's not blowing in and they're going to stop. We really have to get into one, and you can miss hit a ball every now and then if you get your hands out and hit a home run when the wind's blowing out. And so we felt like we had a shot.
And then I know he struck out there in the 9th, but Goodhart homered for the 4th straight game, had another couple of hits. What have you seen from him at the plate these last several games?
Well, I think he's doing a good job with his pitch selection, just being aggressive and letting it go, but also laying off some borderline pitches early that, you know, if they're called the ball, it gives him an advantage, and he's gotten into some good advantage counts. And I think that's when he's done most of the damage.
And the last thing I've got is what did you think of Wiggins? He gave you 2 scoreless there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it started out as a little shaky. He wasn't throwing the ball over the plate much, and he really didn't have his changeup today. He actually threw a slider today that was like upper 80s, around 90 mile an hour for a strike, swing and miss. And they've been working on that pitch, and if he can get that going, it's going to be a really big plus for him because he didn't strike anybody out too many, but he threw a lot of strikes. And once he got it going, and got some fly balls.
Bob, last question.
Dave, Zeb's been pretty good for you out of the bullpen. And not having him available, how do you think that impacted you guys today?
Oh, it definitely hurt. It hurt. Could have hurt us yesterday as well. He's just having some soreness, and we didn't pitch him at Ole Miss. We didn't put him on the roster this weekend, and it's one of those things. You run into this a little bit. So we're hoping that he'll be back ready to go this weekend. Everything seems to be good, and then we're hoping that Connor Nolan will be back this weekend as well.
If Connor were back, would he be a bullpen guy? Could he possibly start, since you said you might have to juggle the rotation some?
Yeah, I think he could do either or. I'm not sure what he's built up to, but he's thrown a couple bullpens and obviously been working out, getting that arm right. More than a couple bullpens, he's thrown a few. So, yeah, I don't know if he's ready to start yet. I'm not sure the pitch count that we'd put on him, but whenever we get him out there, we just want it to be quality, whether it's 2 innings or 1 hitter. We just want him to go out and pitch like he can, like he used to. And I think he's ready to roll. When he is, we're going to use him.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thanks, Dave.